Hello grade 12s, this is the start of part 2 where I'm going to look at the inside little hut and draw the semicircle. So if you're capable enough to get this shape done, you should be fine and ready to start the slightly more tricky part. Now on the inside, let's just take a look. Here's the hut, and then we've got an overhang, and that is really the tricky part of just working out where the overhang is going to be and the height of that roof. I don't think this base part of the hut is too difficult. We've just got a single wall on either side, and obviously it's open on the inside. The roof here is going to hide the top part of this shape. So what I'm going to do is start by doing the roof, then come down and get the hut. And with the hut, what I'm going to do then is I don't have to worry about finding the highest point of the hut. So let's get started with that. I've projected the corners of my shape. This corner I don't think I'm going to see, and that's why I haven't projected that one. And the top of my shape at point 2. Now if we follow them down to my stationary point, here is where it hits, and I've projected that line down to intersect with point 1. My next point is the highest point here. So this is my roof. I need to project this to point 2. Here is point 2. Next, here is the front corner of the shape on line 3. So I project that down to hit line 3. Here is the right edge of my shape, which is also on line 3. There are my bottom corners, 1, 2, and 3. Here is my highest point. What we should notice as a test of accuracy would be that this corner of the roof should line up with that corner. So a line going from there through there should hit my left vanishing point. I'm just going to go over those lines now. There you have the outline at the top roof section. And remember, that's why I said to you, don't do this back part in dark yet, because some of it's going to be cut away. Now let's find the inside. I said to you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my different method where I'm going to take it to the window just to show you how that method works. I'm using the method that I refer to as taking it to the window. I'm taking this corner and this corner, and I'm projecting them to the window, the line that touches the picture plane. From this, I'm going to project it to my stationary point. Where it hits the picture plane, draw it down, and I'm going to find the point on the window of my perspective drawing. This is where the point touches, and I'm projecting that down to hit the window. Same on this other edge, I've projected it down to my stationary point. Where it hits here, I'm projecting to hit the window. Now from this edge, to take it across, it needs to go to the left vanishing point for both of those 2 points. Now along this line and this back line, we need to find these corners of the wall. We're going to use the same method as we've done before. We're going to take this corner. Because we've got this edge that we've projected and this edge, all we have to do now is find this specific corner by projecting to our stationary point. Where it hits the picture plane, take the lines down. So my next step, project these points, those 5 points, to the stationary point. I've projected those points down. I'm now going to draw them down vertically. There's my one wall. Remember, it's not going to go up that high. I still have to have this shape. Inside wall. Now your chest, check for accuracy. This corner, through this corner, going up to the right vanishing point. Great, I'm happy with that accuracy. What I now need to do is get this little height measurement for the opening in this little building. What do we need to do with height measurements? And remember, it's the same process every time. We take the height to the center. Now, because this height is not on my window, I need to work out where it is. And I'm going to use the spider method. So I've taken my height across. Now what I need to do is I need to follow the 60-degree line, which means I'm going to the right vanishing point. But before I do that, this is where we found the corner of this edge. So this is my spider method. I now need to take this to the vanishing point, and where it hits this line, that is the height that I need, and I can now project it across to my left vanishing point, and this will give me this inside edge here. There is the height that I needed on the inside. Please be aware I've got to fill in this little inside edge because this is an opening. I've just neatened up that shape a little bit and erased the hidden detail lines. Sorry, no hidden detail lines, my construction lines, just so that you can get a better view of what's going on over there. The last step for me to do is find my circle. Hopefully by now you know what you need to do with a circle. Every circle we tend to have in engineering, graphics and design requires us to split it up into pizza slices. Our reference point is going to be this window. Remember, the window is what I refer to as the side that comes to touch at the picture plane. I project my lines back to touch. This one's on the center line there. Now, much like we've done when we found that wall over here, we're going to take these points down to touch our window in our perspective drawing. If you want to, you could label your points. So not totally necessary, but there I've just labeled them. Here I've projected all the points. Now point 0 and point 6 I've already got in my shape there. So I only need to find the remaining shapes. When I project these lines down, I'm going to make a mark at the top of the shape and the bottom of the shape because we need both of them. Here's point 1. Point 2. Point 3. Four and 5. Once we've found where these touch, we need to remember what line have we got now. This is a 30-degree line, but that 30-degree line isn't going towards the left vanishing point. This 30-degree line is going to go away from the left vanishing point. So what I'm going to do is project from my corners away from my left vanishing point. I've taken corner 1 and extended it. I now need to find where that specific corner is, and it looks like it's overlapping on this line 4. So I'm going to use line 4 where it touches here, and that gives me these 2 points for point 1. Follow the same process now. At point 2, we project a line away from the left vanishing point. Find where point 2 is, take that down to the stationary point. Where it hits the picture plane, I'll project that line down. And here I find my points 2. This one was a little bit short. There's point 2. Same for point 3. Draw my line away from my vanishing point. Line away from the vanishing point. Take where point 3 touches the circle, project that down to your picture plane. From your picture plane, there I've got points 3, 2, 1, and there was the edge of my shape. I'm going to just join those shapes up to start with now. For the next points, I'm only going to project the top 2 points, the top points, because over here this is going to then become hidden detail as it turns around the corner. I'm going to also speed it up. I'm going to project all my remaining lines here. There I've projected the lines away from my left vanishing point, and I now need to find where those points are on the actual circle. I'll project that down. This point 4 is lining up with where point 3 was. Project it down. There is the point. Last point 5, project it to my stationary point. Where it hits the picture plane, I'm going to project it down. And there's point 5, and joins to point 6 on the end there. So I'm going to join that up. And there I have the completed drawing for the final 2015 paper.